Hello and welcome to episode 11 of the Push Button Profits Show, the show where me, Johnny Rose, help you get to know the creators behind the Make Money Online and Internet Marketing products. With me today is Will Weatherly, and Will is launching The Profit Code. The Profit Code tomorrow on April 13th at 10 a.m. Eastern Time on the WarriorPlus network. Will, welcome to the Push Button Profits Show.
Great to be back for the second time here.
It is. Thank you so much for coming back after the success of Method X, which I think you launched a few months ago. You're back with the Profit Code. Now, before we jump into that, I think the question probably everyone's wondering is, who are you and why should we trust you? Who is Will Weatherly?
It's up to anybody whether they trust me. I will tell who I am. I've been in internet marketing since 2017, late 2017, and I've been launching products since late 2018 through 2019 and through 2020 a little bit, and then this is my first launch of 2021.
Now, how did you get into internet marketing? How did you discover this world? What got you thinking about launching products?
It's actually on the sales page, interestingly enough, and it's not too different than what anybody else does, which is going onto Google saying, how do I make money online? You know, what are the different ways of making money online, and getting all of this information and gathering it. And I actually started out with multiple routes of doing it, and so it was something that I actually just kind of moved into.
Interesting. Now, as I was saying before, the Profit Code is coming out tomorrow. It's coming out on April 13th, and anyone who wants to check it out can click the link below this video. It'll take you straight through to the sales page of the Profit Code if you wish to pick it up or check it out. It's coming out Tuesday, April 13th, 10 a.m. Eastern, the Profit Code. Now, I was doing a little bit of research and rooting around, and I'll let you explain it in your own words. But as I see here, the Profit Code is a never-seen-before system which solves two major problems for newbie marketers. One, how to generate unique content virtually on demand. And two, how to share the link of one's choice on any social media platform. I'll say those two things again. This is what's going to solve for your audience, for your customers tomorrow who pick up the Profit Code, which I highly encourage people to do by clicking the link below. How to generate unique content virtually on demand, and two, how to share the link of one's choice on any social media platform. What do you mean by that? And can you put a bit more flesh on those two bones?
Well, content generation is fairly difficult to come up with ideas for a blog post or for a social media post. And this is a way that is very different than anything that is out there. It involves a couple of steps whereby you can create original content pretty much on demand, make some changes, and this can be posted anywhere. And there are specific platforms that I use that have very strict terms of service as far as original content. And this is 100% original content, as well as being able to share this content using a redirect, a special redirect. And that's where the code part comes in. And it's copying and pasting a bit of code in order to paste your link essentially anywhere you want online without having any problems with any of these major platforms that I've had a lot of problem with. I know you've had a lot of problem with. We've all had problems with, and so this really solves those two problems.
You talk about the word code, and often people hear the word code and get a little nervous. They think it's something hyper-technical, like you need to develop something or need to be a massive digital genius. If you don't mind revealing a little bit, what do you mean by that code, and how easy is it for someone who wants to pick this up today and is having problems?
That's right. You're not going in and editing code or trying to figure anything out specifically about the code. You're just going to copy and paste the code that I give you within the training. So it's copy and paste code as opposed to put a space, an underscore, and none of that, right? So you don't have to deal with any kind of editing of the code or trying to figure anything out with the code. It's a copy and paste process with the code. It's super simple, and it's all done for you, basically. So
wonderful. Now, why did you choose to create the Profit Code? You've got, like you see, you've got a bit of pedigree now when it comes to launching products and creating it. But why did you choose to create this product, this strategy? How did you come up with it, and why did you choose to come up with it?
Well, one of the strategies here is to get more traffic to my reviews. This is personal. You know, this is my own thing of trying to get more traffic to my YouTube video reviews. And that, of course, brings in buyer traffic. And this platform that I'm doing most of the training on, the social media platform that I've chosen, gets this traffic. And as we both know, there's a lot of traffic, there's a lot of competition right now on YouTube with reviews. So I'm seeking out other ways to get traffic that isn't from YouTube or from Google, and using social media. And this is a way that you can do that. You can set up essentially hubs within this platform to get a lot of traffic that isn't buyer traffic. And I actually just explained this in the conclusion. It's not direct buyer traffic, but it is niche targeted traffic that will be interested in the offer and the review of whatever it is you're reviewing in whatever niche.
So, is the profit code strategy limited to just reviews, or can people point the strategy at e-commerce?
Absolutely not limited to reviews. No. So it can be used for anything. Because I do reviews, I want to share what I'm doing rather than some hypothetical. So that's really, I just share what I'm doing. And I do reviews almost on a daily basis like you do. So I show that, but that can be replaced with some other kind of content.
What so someone listening to this is probably quite intrigued now. They love the idea of getting traffic away from Google or YouTube, not having to rely on those platforms. There's something very novel about this. I mean, I've dug into the product. I've seen the profit code. I've actually given my opinion on it on the sales page, and I know it's something ingenious because I've used some facets of it, but you've brought it all together. That's what I find very interesting. So I know it works, and you know it works. I guess the question of anyone listening to this is, do you have any case studies or proof in this, or is this completely theoretical that only Johnny and Will believe in?
Yes. Yes, the first module or the first video lesson is a case study. And so I'm working with the case study before I actually do the method. So I actually go in and do the method, but before I do the method, I show what I've already done and the results that I've gotten. And this does come from the YouTube review video that I did, where I got a lot of traffic. And this is a secret among the top YouTubers using this platform to get a lot of traffic. And I actually got, in the case study, I got a lot more sales with this promo because of this technique. And I got really triple the amount of sales that I'm used to because of this.
I saw it, and I'm glad you said triple, because I would have said double, but I misremembered. You're right. I remember seeing the bit where you show what you previously get, your usual stats, how many clicks you get or hops versus sales. With your previous
double and triple.
Exactly. Yeah, no, but it was really, you really did treble it. And but I remember seeing it. You show it on screen. Your previous campaigns, right, when you're not using the profit code method, then you show exactly the hops and clicks you got for a product you promoted with the profit code method, and it was leaps and bounds ahead, without a doubt. It wasn't even incremental. It was very, very clearly, triple, as you say, what you'd normally do, which is very exciting for not that much work. When you look at what you're doing, really, I mean, with the content generation, right, you make it very easy for people to create content on these content hubs where you're doing this. So it's a very, for someone who's time poor, but wants to be money rich, this is a very good product. Again, I encourage people to click that link below to check out the profit code. Now, Will, you're not launching this on your own. Even though you are the brain box behind this and you are the teacher, you've partnered with a chap called Bill Hugo, or Bill Huggle. Bill Hugo. Who is Bill, and why did you choose to partner with him? Why is this not just a solo venture for you? Who's Bill, and what are people getting into when they get into a Bill promotion with you?
Well, Bill is actually my mentor in this industry. So we've launched 2 products in 2018 and 2019 when I was pretty much a newbie and getting started. So he's taught me an awful lot. And so then he reemerged. He took the year off, and then I told him about this project, and I said, would you be interested in launching this? And he said, let me take a look at it. And then he had a look, and then he said, this looks good. Let's go ahead and do this. And so it worked out like that. Now, Bill kind of doesn't need any introduction from me because he's been around so long, and he's mentored so many of the big names in this industry. So it's, that I'm a minor player in his sphere. So it's great to launch with him. I do know him pretty well. So, and I've worked with him on 2 previous products. So we kind of know the dynamic of a launch. So that's good.
That's really good. And I'm glad to hear it. And I guess my last question before we wrap up, I mean, we're very excited about the profit code, is what's inside the funnel? Once someone purchases a profit code, which we strongly encourage them to do, what are some of the upgrades they can get? I mean, everything they need is on that front end, let's be clear. But there are a few upgrades to help them make money faster or scale it quicker. Could you explain what the upgrades are and why they might benefit anyone listening to this today if they do take a chance?
Sure thing. Yeah. OTO number 1, or upgrade number 1, is the Pro version. And this is an extra close to 2 hours of content of strategies that will explain kind of the bigger picture of Profit Code, because Profit Code focuses on the social media platform where you're getting niche targeted traffic, but I go more specifically into get buyer intent traffic as well as lead generation traffic, and it kind of goes into a fuller picture. And then OTO number 2 is the done for you. And there's a lot here as far as templates, and there's actually keyword research that I've done. There are landing pages, and there's a whole lot for the done for you. And then OTO number 3 is license rights, where you get 100% across the funnel when you sell Profit Code, and then also, of course, automatic approval. And then OTO number 4 is coaching with one of us for an hour call, and then ongoing support and help with whatever you need to do, whatever help you need in your business.
Brilliant. Well, Will, thank you. I mean, that's all people need to know. I mean, this is a really exciting product and strategy. It's never seen before. And often in our world, people put that on their products just to convince people to buy. But I can honestly attest, having reviewed and spoken to many creators, this is not a strategy I've seen before. And I know it works because, like I said before, and I'm talking to the audience less so you will.
And one more thing before I go, I do want to mention that a lot of people are struggling with the platforms that I'm talking about. And I went online and I saw how many people are struggling with this issue. Of course, content creation is an issue, but the problems of terms of service with these social media platforms was one of the big reasons why I did this project, because personally I've been having issues, but I've also seen this issue out there. And so it's transformed my understanding of free traffic. So I think it can do the same for other people out there.
So this is very exciting. If you're listening to this and you're someone who's continually finding yourself banned on certain platforms, if you're finding that you can't scale what you're doing because you're being shut down by these platforms, Will has found a future-proofed strategy to get buyer traffic. If you get the OTOs, then you'll get lead generation traffic and buyer intent traffic as well, which is future-proof. You will not find yourself banned one day. You will not find your audience disappearing. You can build on this for ages. So he's found a way for you to not only scale content on these platforms, but to also make sure you don't get banned on these platforms so you can continue to generate traffic and treble your commissions potentially, which is very exciting. Check out the case study inside where he shows you how he's trebled his own commissions and how you could see possibly the same or maybe even better if you do more. So gang, click the link below. If you want to check out the profit code, it'll take you through to the sales page where you can learn more about Will and what he's achieved. And Will, thank you very much, sir, for joining us on the Push Button Profit Show.
Great to be back here, and hope to do it again.